Hey everyone, I've got another Digimon video for today, and this time it is going to be on BlackWarGreymon X, probably the best deck in the game right now. So, well, it's already pretty late. Let's waste no time and get into this. Of course, for the eggs, we've got 4 Koromon when attacking once per turn. If this Digimon has Omnimon or a Greymon other than BlackWarGreymon, Burning Greymon, or Dex BlackWarGreymon in its name, trigger draw 1. Alright, and of course that would be effects that you give to your other stuff that would go above this guy. For level 1s, we're going to play 4 of the starter deck 1 Agumons. I'd probably want the promo Agumons that have a better effect than this one, but this one's effect is your turn, this Digimon gets an extra 10k. The promo one gives you 2k, which is much better, but that one is crazy expensive. So this one's perfectly acceptable if you can't afford the promo. And this deck alone is already expensive enough as it is. So, on to the BT5 Agumons with the on play. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon with Greymon in its name other than the non-Greymons that for some reason have Greymon in their name, and 1 Digimon card with Omnimon in its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining on the bottom of your deck in any order. So that's it for that Agumon. And then next up we have the Agumon X. This has almost the same effect as the other Agumon we just showed. It has an on play, and when digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Greymon or Omnimon in its name, and 1 X antibody among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Now, that X antibody they are mentioning is the actual option card X antibody, not the trait, which is something I think I should point out. That is it for the rookies. On to the level 4s. We've got 4 of the Greymon virus from BT8. This has the effect of opponent's turn. While you have a red Digimon in play, this Digimon gains blocker, meaning it can block attacks. Nice and simple. And next up we have the red Greymon from starter deck 1. It simply gives Digimon above it security attack +1. Nice and simple. Next up comes one of the very good cards from this deck, and that would be Greymon Virus X Antibody. He's very, very good. His effect is first off, he can digivolve for 0 on a Greymon. I also forgot to mention, Agumon X can digivolve for 0 on top of an Agumon as an alternate evolution condition. And of course, this Greymon can also evolve for 3 on top of a level 3 black or red. So, yeah, and it has the your turn effect. When this Digimon would digivolve into a card with Greymon in its name, reduce the cost by 1 for each color that card has. So, for example, going into this one always ended up costing a lot, as its usual cost is 4. Originally, you could reduce it by playing stuff such as Nokia. However, now this just does that for you. Essentially, is the same as having 2 Nokias on the field. And its inheritable is all turns. When this Digimon with Greymon or Omnimon in its name would be deleted or returned to your hand or deck by an effect, by placing 1 X antibody, the actual option card X antibody, from this Digimon's Digivolution cards at the bottom of its owner's deck, prevent this Digimon from leaving play. Amazing protection. If anything in this deck is gonna get hit, it's probably this guy and something upcoming around the end. So that's it for Greymon X. Onto the level 5s. You, of course, got 4 copies of BlackWarGreymon Virus from BT8. It has, when Digivolving, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, and then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. And it has the inheritable effect of a very good one. When this Digimon has Dragonkin or Machine in its traits, it can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Now, that's important because normally you can't do that. Next up, another very good card we got for this is BlackWarGreymon Virus X Antibody. It has the regular evolve cost of 4 on a black level 4 or 4 on a red level 4, and it has the alternate cost of 1 on a BlackWarGreymon. When Digivolving, until the end of your opponent's turn, this Digimon can't have its DP reduced by your opponent's effects, and it isn't affected by de-Digivolving effects. Then, if BlackWarGreymon or an X Antibody, the option card, is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or less, and that has the inheritable effect of opponent's turn. Once per turn, when a Digimon becomes unsuspended, if this Digimon has Greymon or Omnimon in its name, trash the top card of your opponent's security. Absolutely amazing. And time for the big guy himself, BlackWarGreymon X Antibody. This is the main guy of the deck. You can Digivolve it on a level 5 for 5 cost, or of a level 5 of black or red, and then it has the alternate cost, Digivolve it for 2 on top of a BlackWarGreymon. And then it has Reboot, opponent's effect. Once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP attacks, you may switch the target of the attack to this Digimon. And if you pair this up with the Greymon Virus, which can give blocker, essentially this guy can block things twice, which is very nice. And then as the other effect of opponent's turn, once per turn, when a Digimon becomes unsuspended, including this guy since he has Reboot, if this Digimon has BlackWarGreymon or an X Antibody in his Digivolution cards, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. Very nice. On paper, on himself, he doesn't look that impressive, but with all the abilities you can give him, he becomes absolutely terrifying. Of course, if we are playing him, we gotta play 3 of BlackWarGreymon himself, the original, well, kind of original, the original black and red version. Of course, you can evolve it on a level 5, black or red for 4. When Digivolving, if this Digimon has a red Digivolution card, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon. If this Digimon has a black Digivolution card, choose any number of your opponent's Tamers. The chosen cards' play costs must add up to 6 or less. Delete those chosen cards. And then all turns, once per turn, when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, unsuspend him. Very nice. We also have a 1 copy of this promo BlackWarGreymon. It has the main effect of Digiburst 2. Trash 2 of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to activate the effect. Unsuspend him. Very nice. This is actually a great finishing tool. Although, and I've actually seen people play 4 of this guy and cut this one entirely. However, I still like that. I still like this version too. It has its uses, and so does this one. Really, you can play any amount of either of them. I've seen people play none of this guy and only 2 of him, which is very bizarre, but yeah. And the final level 6 and the final Digimon of this deck is Gaiomon, since it's also technically an X Antibody evolution for BlackWarGreymon, such as, well, it can Digivolve for 5 on a level 5 black or red, and then Digivolve for 2 on top of BlackWarGreymon. This Digimon is also treated as having Greymon in its name. Note, it's only regular Greymon, not BlackWarGreymon or BlackWarGreymon or WarGreymon. Security attack +1, Reboot. When Digivolving, if this Digimon has a black Digivolution card, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. If this Digimon has a red Digivolution card, Blitz. Very nice. It can also serve as an excellent finisher too. Another one of the amazing cards we got from 11, the dedicated tamer for BlackWarGreymon, Yuya Kuga. Since it is a memory tamer, it has the effect of start of your turn. If you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. And then the your turn effect of when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with Greymon in its name, by suspending this tamer, that guy gets an extra 2 KDP until the end of your opponent's turn. If it digivolves into a same level Digimon, it isn't affected by your opponent's option cards until the end of your opponent's turn. Absolutely incredible. This would give your BlackWarGreymon complete protection against everything except being deleted in battle or by security Digimon. As that's really the only thing that can beat this deck. Because you are not getting rid of BlackWarGreymon with an effect. Next up, we got 3 Pool Boys for the final tamer of the deck. It has the on-play effect of reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with X antibody in its traits and 1 option card with X antibody in its name among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a same level with X antibody in its traits, you may suspend this tamer, gain 1 memory, and then draw 1 card. Very nice. And of course, naturally, as all tamers, they have the security effect of when it is revealed in security, you immediately play it to your field. We got the option card, of course, X antibody. While you have a Digimon in play, you may use this card without meeting color requirements. Security, gain 1 memory, and then add this card to your hand. Main, place this card under one of your Digimon without X antibody and its Digivolution cards. The X antibody mentioning is obviously this card itself at the bottom of its Digivolution cards, and then it has the inheritable effects of all turns. Effects can't trash X antibody in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, and when attacking, this Digimon can digivolve into a Digimon with X antibody and its traits in your hand for its evolution cost. Very nice. Another incredibly broken card is Hades Force. Well, when you would play this card, if you have a Digimon with X antibody and its Digivolution cards in play, reduce the cost by 2, essentially making it 5. Main, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon or tamers, whose combined play cost are less than or equal to the play cost of one of your Digimon with Greymon in its name. Delete all of the chosen cards. Then one of your Digimon with Greymon in its name may attack a player. Very nice. And then it has the security effect of delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest play cost. An absolutely incredible card. This helped me win quite a few games tonight. The final card of the deck is Red Memory Boost. Main, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 red Digimon card among them to your hand, and then place the remaining at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then you place this in the battle area. Main, delay. Trash this card in your battle area to activate the effect below. You can't activate this effect the turn you play this. Gain 2 memory, and then has the security effect of play it to your battle area. Nice and simple. And that is my BlackWarGreymon deck. Now, there are so many more cards you can play in this. You can play the Blitz Omnimon. You can play either of the X Antibody Omnimons, which is nice. There's just so many things you can do with this. You can play the original X Antibody Greymon stuff if you want. Really a very heavily customizable deck, and a very good one too. As I said, it's the best deck in the format right now until it inevitably gets hit, I imagine. But we can have fun with it while we can. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly did like talking about this deck and playing it tonight. Yeah, it's just really fun. It has some pretty cool interactions. Really, the hardest matchup I could see for this is Grandis. But that didn't come up tonight, which is fairly interesting. Anyway, as I said, I hope you enjoyed this video.